So that is the video that I'm making.
Oh, you're making a video.
Yeah, so every time I teach you guys, I'm making a video because there's only one algebra class, and all the people that are absent are going to want to have the notes. Yep.
Where do you record at?
So this right here is recording, and then if you could see my laptop, that's what that is, and my QuickTime is just screen recording, so it can hear my voice, and it can see what I'm doing. I'm not live streaming.
So that's your hand cam?
Sure. Whatever that means. I don't know. Is that like a gaming thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's on Twitch.
Sure. Zach.
What do we put in the table of contents?
So we won't. We would put this date. So this is just going to go in the back of your notes, like right after the.
The 15th is a worksheet.
Right. So we're just putting Monday's date because we will continue this on Monday. Okay. So you'll just leave it in your binder, and then we'll finish it, and then we'll fill out our table of contents. Okay. So we're going to have some vocabulary. Sebastian, thank you. So we have imaginary numbers. And this definition is going to be way simpler than the video. When you get a negative value after squaring a number, right, which shouldn't happen, right? 5 times 5, 25. Negative 5 times negative 5, 25. So logically in our brains, you should not get a negative value after squaring a number, but this is where those imaginary numbers kind of have that weird dimension, okay? So in that respect, we have this really fun little I that they do. It's like a squiggle, right? So I squared would equal -1. Which again, our brains don't want to think that that can happen, but it is a way that they apply numbers, super high levels of math.
So it's
Right.
I squared equals -1.
Yeah. So that'd be like whatever I is, yeah, it's as long as you can kind of just remember the rule, you'll be fine for algebra. You don't have to apply it this year. So if I squared equals -16, that means square root of -16 is 4i. So we'll unpack that in a second. Just go ahead and get that written down.
Is this like pre-calc or calc whenever we start to apply it?
That would probably be pre-calculus.
Yeah, you'll get to do that next year.
So the other day, my third grader, now he just started third grade yesterday, right? And he said something mathematically that I was like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to help him for much longer in math. So, meaning I think his brain, he's going to be smarter than me in like a year or two. So he's going to be starting third grade. Just wait. The way his brain works, I don't think I'll be able to. He's not going to have anything to learn from me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So there was a poll, people voted on which teacher they had for third grade, like a Facebook poll. So parents would go on and say, oh, my child got this teacher or my child got that teacher. So he saw next to his teacher's name 32%. And he knew there were 12 people who had chosen that teacher. So he was like, Mom, am I going to have 40 kids in my class? And I was like, well, what? He's like, well, 32%, if I multiply that by by 3, I get almost 100%. And 12 would be by 3, so that's 36, 37 kids. Am I going to have about 40 kids in my class? And I was like,
What a nerd.
Nope, that's not what that, like really the 32% meant 32% of the people who had voted had chosen that teacher, but he was thinking 32% was that number of his class. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you see what I mean? Like he's not going to have much to learn from me because
32% of the people that applied.
well that's what the 12 meant, but he thought that was 32% of his class was 12. So he thought he was going to have about 40 people.
Wait, wow. You're not allowed to have
No,
your kid
so,
in your class,
right.
right?
What?
You're not allowed to have your kid in your class.
Oh no, I would never want to teach him. Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Nope. He drives me crazy.
Rude.
Nope. Nope. That's why they're in Westfield. I teach in Noblesville. Everybody's happy.
Y'all are gonna be very mad if you get my stepdad for social studies next year.
Is he at the high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's horrible. He's like
What?
in the nicest way possible.
It's okay, he's my
He's
neighbor.
very, very, very like strict and stuff like
There's
that.
nothing wrong with strict.
I know, but it's like
Okay.
maybe nobody's gonna like that. Maybe we can be very like he's gonna be like, you don't like me. I'll be like, no, I don't like you either. So.
Maybe we can just be nice neighbors, you know?
No.
Get some out.
No.
Or what about us
Hey,
if
she's
y'all
writing,
need
maybe
Jesus?
she's writing.
Okay, so I know I haven't told you what complex means yet, but through the examples, you will be able to see what complex means.
How does the
Hey, did you guys not watch the video? If you did, then you'd already know it. Like, the two
I
simple
watched
questions,
it. I got
very-
like 15 questions.
Oh, I hear somebody singing Chrissy wake up from the bathroom.
What?
I heard that since you said it.
They better bring Eddie back. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
They don't bring Eddie back,
He's
then
overrated. He's gonna come back as a villain.
no, he's not. He's gonna come back as like the person that saves everything.
I personally thought he was a weird
He's gonna come back as dead.
I thought he was creepy, and then I was like,
He
oh.
did a great job. I never even watched the show. I haven't even watched the episode.
Okay, sorry. Off topic. Sorry. Let's move on. I apologize. I got off topic. Okay, so if square root of negative 16 equaled 4i, what does the square root of 9 have to equal? 3i. Right? And this would be considered an imaginary, right? Imaginary value, imaginary number.
Fun number.
Okay.
Not my number.
Negative square root of 9 would equal what? And this is outside. So
It'd be -3.
it is negative 3. And that is considered a real number.
Nothing is
Okay?
real.
So the difference is this is on the outside. So you still square root 9, and then the negative sign just kind of goes with the answer. So the outside and the inside does matter. Right? You okay back there, Daniel? Okay. Okay. Example 3. -5 plus the square root of 16. Vincent?
-1.
It's just going to be -5 plus 4 because there's not a negative in here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So then you get
Or -1.
-1, which is a real number. So even though we have a number and then a square root, we don't have any i's involved here, no imaginaries, so that still makes it a real.
Wait, why'd you?
No fun.
What? Why'd I do what?
You went down 2 lines on the last.
Oh, because this was going to be a tight fit, so I like to have some space.
I didn't
Here.
know, but I still went down.
Here we go. All right.
Oh, Jack, what are you doing?
-7 plus square root of -25 equals what?
That's gonna be I5.
Would it be negative?
No,
Negative
it's
7 plus
5i
5i.
minus 7.
Would it be 5i plus negative 7?
It's a complex number. It's
Negative 7 plus 5i, which makes it complex.
Where are we getting negatives from?
That's spell, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to stop there. Put this in your binder. Put your binders away. Sorry we got really into this.